Hello, forever friends and family. Welcome to webinar number 2. I will until unlock your limitless power to succeed. The book is written by Darrin Kidd. And I must admit that this book touched me so deeply. And especially the beginning of this book. I want to read it again for everybody. And for myself too, because it resonates with my heart, because I was pretty much not like he was, but very close in this situation in winter of 2004, when I was thinking to be or not to be, to join or not to join. So let me read the beginning. I will until unlike your limitless power to succeed. And just a few words about Darrin Kidd. He is a MLM professional. He is a multiple, I repeat, multiple 7-figure income. And I subscribed for his website and for his emails a few years ago, and I like it. That's why I would like to share this information with you. And number one, for things to change, you have to change. Dedication. This book is dedicated to my biggest fan, my mom. She always encouraged me and believed I could do anything. I know she is cheering me on from heaven. It's pretty much my story too, because my mom brought me to this business. At the time when she shared my phone number with my lovely sponsor Lilichka Krakovich, I was on the beach. With a translation from English to English, I mean that I was out of work and she wants to help me. And I was so frustrated when I find out that somebody, some kind of stranger, called me and started to talk about programming. I was a programmer at that time on the beach without work. And all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but slowly but surely, he tried to move to forever living business opportunity. So I was very, very upset that he got my phone number somehow. But that's another story. But in the meantime, let's continue to read. Your past does not equal your future. We must remember that. Forward. Success is close. Growing up, I was blessed to have amazing parents, but I remember very clearly how stressed their lives were on a daily basis due to the lack of money. They worked hard and sacrificed so much to give us what we had. My dad would always say, someday we will do this, someday we will do that. The day my dad passed away, I remember driving my mom home from hospital. She was crying and angry. She said, I will smack the next person who tells me that money is not important. Look at how much time it robbed from our family, and now it's too late for your dad. That's when I learned that someday leads to town called nowhere, and that some people's, some days, other people's, every day. Years ago, when my oldest daughter was little, I told her that someday we would go on vacation to Disney or to some special place that I did not go to when I was growing up. She believed me and started saving. Into her piggy bank went all her spare change and even money she had worked to earn. Then, at one of the lowest points in my life, my daughter walked in and saw that I had busted open her piggy bank and was taking her Disney money, just trying to get enough to buy something to eat. She saw this and ran out of the room crying. I remember looking up with tears in my eyes and asking God, how could I get so low that I'm taking my daughter's money? or Disney World. That moment was a line in the sand for me. That was the day I said to myself, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. What we don't hate, we tolerate, and was done tolerating. I am walking into my office, pulled out an index card, and wrote this word, I will until. I was going to stop until I had achieved success or die trying. My family deserved more, and I was going to give it everything I had to make sure it happened. Success is buried right underneath frustration. I could not get any more frustrated, so I knew that I had to be very close to success. And if you are frustrated, know that success is close at hand. I will until. Introduction. And I will until mindset. The I will until mindset. Let's the I will until mindset seep into your mind, heart, body, and soul. I will until it the will to win. It's the muscle that I will you to win that enables you to see obstacles as stepping stones. I will until it the white-hot laser focus that keeps you on track, never wavering to the right or left. I will until it the driving hunger that never lets up, never gets satisfied, never settles, and never slows down. I will until it the desire to achieve every goal and every dream you have. I will until. I will until. I will until. That should be my motto. It should be your motto. It's up to you, of course. It's out of my hands. Let me go to the page. We should continue to read this wonderful book, 24. Okay, we start here. Stop last time. Turn your dream machine back on. And I would like to ask my friend and partner and supervisor from Brooklyn, Isaac Gilbinovich, please continue, Isaac.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Alex. 80% of success is mindset, and only 20% is skill set. Chapter 5, Compress time frames. If you want to get really good at what you do so that you stand out and or want to use that to leapfrog your forward, then you need to compress time frames to accelerate your success. Research shows that more than 50% of what we learn one day is gone the next day. And the vast majority of what you learn is gone within a week. In the day and age where so much knowledge is literally at our fingertips, why are we not no smarter than we used to be? The answer is found in something called spaced repetition. Think of it this way. Do you go to the gym once and expect instant abs? Do you run 1 mile and sign up for a marathon? Do you lift weights once and expect a perfectly sculpted body? A friend of mine who fought in the UFC told me he would practice his moves thousands of times until they were a reflex and became muscle memory. Your mind works the same way. It needs to be told the same information over and over. You work your mind like you work out your muscle at the gym. Over 50% of what you remember comes after the 5th time you heard it, see it, or read it. Only then can it remember and apply that information to your life. For me, I will usually buy both a printed book and the audio version. I'll read, listen, read and listen, highlight, underline, make notes, etc. It's purposeful. I want to saturate my brain with the knowledge so that I can pull the information from my memory bank at the right time and benefit from it. That's why I'm always pushing to gain, absorb, and use new knowledge. It's a part of accelerating my success. I suggest this 4 steps process to put you on a path to success. Step 1, acquire knowledge. Acquire knowledge and do it daily. I probably consume 2 hours of content on a daily basis. By feeding my mind, I'm working to be 1% better every day. This includes books in audio or print, podcasts, online training, articles, and other content in line with what you are learning. It does not count the news, TV, social media, or movies. Sometimes I listen to the same training once a week for several weeks. And every time I listen, I gain something new. The information doesn't change, I change. Repetition is good and necessary. It helps me move something from being a good idea to being part of my own life, repertoire, core belief, or strategy. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Your income and impact are based on the value that you bring to the marketplace. In order to do more, you must become more. I'm not a financial advisor, but I can tell you exactly what your best investment will ever be. You. You are your best investment. Step 2, put it into action. Knowledge is not power. It is potential power. For knowledge to be power, it must have action. Simply put, you must act on what you know. Most of the time, you will not feel like doing something. Excuses are easy. Procrastination is the norm. It was Emerson who said, do the thing and you'll have the power. He did not say, wait for the power and then go do the thing. Psychologists have proven that it is easier to act your way into feeling than to feel your way into action. In other words, act the way you want to feel, and soon you will feel the way you act. Motion creates emotion. You have goals and dreams you want to accomplish. Most of the time, you won't feel like doing what's necessary. However, what does feeling has to do with getting it done? Your mindset and attitude have to be stronger than your emotions. Get going. Take action on the knowledge you have learned. What if you mess up and fail? There is no failure in it if you learn from it. That means the faster you fail, the faster you learn, and then faster you succeed. The most successful people I know have failed the most. They understand that failure is just a step along the way to success. They understand that obstacles lead to a higher elevation, and there is no elevation without challenges and failures, as long as we learn from them. They understand that failing forward is true progress. Read just as needed. Did you know that a rocket going to the moon is off track 97% of the time? It is a journey of many small readjustments, but it arrives at its destination. Step 3, M and M. After you have achieved knowledge and then taken action on that knowledge, the next step is to implement something I like to call M and M.
Isaac,
No.
I'm sorry for interruption. Not achieve knowledge. You have acquired knowledge. Acquired knowledge.
After you have acquired knowledge and then taken action on that knowledge, the next step is to implement something I like to call M&M. No, that's not a delicious chocolate candy. M&M stands for mimic and model. You want to take what you have learned and mimic those people who are where you want to be. And in that process, you are becoming a model for others to see. One of the fastest way to get to where you want to be is to find someone who has what you want and mimic what they do. Most likely, it has taken them years and countless lessons to learn and achieve their accomplishments. You can either spend all that money, time, energy, and effort yourself trying to figure it out, or you can shave years of your learning curve by learning from them. This is one of the reasons why I once owned franchisees. I saw the business working for others, and I knew they had figured it out. And I didn't need to reinvent the wheel. I could invest, model, and copy other successful locations. It's vital to learn from someone who has done what you're looking to do. Keep in mind that when you buy something, keep in mind that when you buy someone's opinion, you buy their lifestyle. As you mimic those with success, realize that you are also a model for others. People learn more from what's caught than from what's taught. If they're going to model and duplicate what you do, it's important to make sure that the master copy is worth duplicating. Step number 4, TIF, teach it forward. The final step is to teach it forward. This means to teach what you know to others. It benefits you as well as those you share your knowledge with along the way. When you're learning with the intent of teaching, you retain so much more. They say when you teach something, you learn it twice. Then those you teach is to have the ability to share that knowledge with other people. You can consider TIF to be the next level learning. You can use the power of compressing time frames to learn so much. Use the knowledge that can be found from other people to change your life. That is purposeful learning. This can help you get to where you want to be a lot sooner than later. You can literally expedite the success process, reducing decades of knowledge into mere years, months, or just weeks. Learning is not an event, it's a process. And as your learning takes action, plan, do review, model, add, adjust, and then teach. You are exponentially getting better. I got confused. Learning is not an event, it's a process. And as you learn, take action, plan, do review, model, adjust, and then teach. You are exponentially getting better. One last tip. Don't ask someone for advice who has never done what you want to do. Let me give you an example. I'm bald, so you shouldn't be asking me for any top hair care tips. But you would be surprised how many people ask the wrong person for advice. Only listen to people who have the lifestyle and success you want.
Isaac, thank you very much. Take a break, please. I would like to ask to continue to read this book. The Most Reliable Manager from New Jersey, Iris Christopher. Iris, please continue.
Thank you, Alex. Good evening, everyone. The faster you fail, the faster you learn. and the faster you succeed. Chapter 6. The secret to staying focused. Do you ever feel burned out or just plain unmotivated? If so, it's due to having lack of clarity. Clarity gives you focus. Focus gives you energy. The only thing that will help you stay strong enough, long enough, and battle the emotional roller coaster of business and life is having crystal clear clarity on what you want and why you want it. Most people spend more time planning their vacation than they do planning their life. Anything you have ever achieved, you first achieved in your head. If I blindfolded you, gave you a bow and arrow, and then asked you to hit a target, you would rightly ask, how can I hit a target I can't even see? In the same way, how can you hit a goal that you don't even have? When you aim at something, you're more likely to hit it. But first, you have to know what you are aiming at. With goals, this is especially true. We all have the ability to design and create the life we want. But setting goals and achieving those goals is required. If you are building your dream home, the builder isn't going to start building without having very detailed plans, and you wouldn't let him. To build your dream life, you need a very clear picture in your mind of what you want. The clearer that is, the more driven you'll be on a daily basis to keep pushing forward. Remember, thoughts are things. What you think about, you will bring about. Have you spent time writing down anything and everything you want? I have a dream list that keeps growing. Yes, it will change over time. It's like driving at night. With the headlights on, you can see to a certain point. Once you get to that point, you can see a little further. That is how your vision, goals, and dreams will progress as well. Because I know that my subconscious mind is always on, and my goals, dreams, and reminders everywhere. I've created a success environment that constantly reminds me why I'm pushing forward. I have screensaver of my goals and my dreams on my iPhone, iPad, and computer. We all check these devices constantly. A whiteboard with goals, dreams, and affirmations written out. Photos of my family around me on my walls, desk, and devices. A TV that is always playing YouTube videos of my places my family and I love traveling to or want to travel to. Reminders of dreams achieved, such as beautiful water bottle filled with sand from a beach in Hawaii. Music playlists that motivate and inspire me. Documentaries that I watch and biographies that I read of those who overcame great odds, changed history, or won big. All of this will help strengthen your I will until mindset and attitude. They will help you clarify what you want and where you are going. And that sharpens your focus. And focus gives you boundless energy. We tend to worry about other people's opinions, the possibility of failure, getting a no, looking back where we should be looking forward. But really, who cares? I guarantee that none of us at the end of our lives will ever say, I wish I had played safer and not taken so many risks. No way, never. We will say the opposite. So live that way now. Give it all you have. Go all out. Not doing so will be the only regret you will have. No more excuses. No more talking and thinking in circles. Take action to make the rest of your life the best of your life. You are the best investment. Chapter 7. Handle the roller coaster like a pro. When you start on the entrepreneurial journey, it's so exciting. Maybe at this very moment, you are in the hype up, ready to go, no sleep phase as you are thinking about all the possibilities ahead of you. I get it. People have said I'm like a chihuahua, jacked up all on energy drink. I know that's not a thing, but if you've been around very energetic chihuahua, you can imagine it. However, If you are like me, you also have gone from a no-sleep phase one day to a self-doubt phase the very next day. You may even wonder if you're really cut out to do and accomplish big things. Then you have a small win or a big win, and you are back on the top of the world and pumped again. And then the next day, you hit the bottom again. Maybe you even come up with excuses for why you can't succeed. Yes, it is an emotional roller coaster. Here's how to handle the emotional roller coaster like a pro. Number one, focus on your why. Remember the reasons why you are pushing forward. The reasons that the reasons are what will help you reap the results over time. When storms come, those reasons are the anchors that hold you steady until the storm passes. Number two, ignore what other people say, think, or do. People will talk about you regardless, whether you're broke or have made millions, whether you're struggling or riding high. If they have time to talk about you, they aren't doing anything themselves. Last time I checked, you can't pay any bills, put food on the table, or take your family on vacation with other people's opinion. Number three, keep going. Winners never quit no matter what happens. They may get knocked down, but they always get back up. Their mindset is stronger than their emotions, and they move forward no matter what. It may only be an inch forward, but any movement is better than no movement. Number four, turn your haters into motivators. Show them what it's like to live out your full potential. Let them fuel you and make you stronger. Remember, dogs don't bark at parked car. The only way to never have anyone talk about you is not to do anything. Have
Sorry,
anything.
I'm sorry for interruption. I cannot keep it. I cannot stand. It's beautiful. Remember, dogs don't bark in the park car. So funny. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yes it is. No
Please
problem.
forgive me.
It is funny. Okay. Oh, okay. The only way you have anyone talk about you, never to have anyone talk about you is not do anything, have anything, or be anything. But living an insignificant life is not for you. You know you have greatness in you. Rest assured, the same people who talk about you now will later brag to others about how they know you. Go figure. That is how you handle the roller coaster like a pro. This secret applies to every area of life, for there are always obstacles to overcome. You will outgrow people, and it's okay to bless and release. Chapter 8. Always take the elevator up. Someone wise once said, show me your closest circle of friends and I will show you your future. If you want to elevate yourself, it's time to evaluate your closest associations. Show me your associations, I will show you your future. Ask yourself, what are my associations doing to me or for me? Did you like your answer? You become who you hang around with. You catch what you are close to. The key is to be intentional and do it on purpose. Associations are like elevators. They take you up or bring you down. I think the best way to elevate our lives is through personal development. What you are reading, what you are listening to, who do you associate with? Your eyes and ears are the gates to your heart and brain. Be intentional about what and who you let in. Guard and monitor those gates very carefully. Pause regularly to take inventory of what and who you let through your gates. What do you watch? What do you listen to? Who do you hang around with? Just like associations, what you see and hear are elevators. They bring you up or bring you down. Have you ever stopped to consider what is that controls your feelings? Do you know what controls your feelings? It's your thoughts. Your thoughts control your feelings. And where do your thoughts come from? They can come from what you read, listen to, and people you associate with. You guessed it, your thoughts are elevators as well. They bring you up or bring you down. Many years ago, I stopped watching the news. It's all negative. Positive is boring, so it's not newsworthy. It's all about shock value. If it bleeds, it leads. How can we expect to live a positive life if we fill it with negativity and trash? Honestly, it's nothing more than GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. And this creates stinking thinking. If our thinking is stinking, then our goals and dreams are shrinking. So studies show that the first few minutes of a day are like rudder for the rest of the day. Those minutes help determine the attitude and mindset that chart your course. I now start my day like this. When my feet hit the floor, I have an attitude of gratitude, thanking God for another day, knowing that if I woke up, He's not done with me yet. Gratitude is one of the healthiest emotions you can have. When we are being grateful, we are not fearful or stressed. I displace the negative thoughts with gratitude. Then I spend time with meditation, thinking, and reading. I do my daily devotions using one of my favorite apps. Then I listen to positive, encouraging message. This might be a podcast, YouTube video, or something from a program I purchased or I'm a part of. For the first hour or so each day, I flood my mind with positivity. It helps block out the negative and fuels me for the rest of the day. If you want to fuel the positive, you must do it on purpose. It won't happen it by itself. That's because negativity has the way of finding you. It searches you out. You never need to look for negativity because it's always there. I always do something similar at night, but not as long, because I know what I like. What I hear, read, and listen to before I go to bed will marinate in my mind for the next 6 to 8 hours while I sleep. Sandwiching my day like this with positivity helps me kick off my days and end my day the right way. And that allows me to do a better job throughout the day. To help train yourself to always take the elevator up, make it your practice too. Do some personal development every day, maybe 10 pages of a good book or 15 minutes of a good audio. Catch yourself by watching what you say. Watch your words. Readjust as needed. Consider what you think about, and where are your thoughts will lead you. Evaluate your associations. Are they positive? If they can be positive, then they need to be quiet. Awareness leads to change. You will get better and better as you continue to examine your input, thoughts, words, and associations and adjust as needed. Choose carefully what tomorrow will look like because you are painting it today. Always take the elevator up.
Iris, thank you very kindly for your reading. Please take a break, and I would like to ask continue to read. Friend and partner, assistant supervisor from Brooklyn, Zoya Sergey. Zoya, please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. It's easier to act your way into a feeling than feel your way into action. Chapter 9: How to Reach the Next Level. Every time I have gone to the next level, it has been because I finally believed that I could do it. The enemy was my inner me. I've come to understand very seldom is the obstacle that holds me back what is going on around me. It's what's going on inside of me that is most important. The same is true for everyone, and the same is true for you. It's virtually impossible to get past our self-imposed limitations. The invisible lead is on our own making. It's in our own head. What can you do? How do you change the inner you so that you can get to the next level? It goes back to what you read, watch, listen to, choose to believe, who you associate with, and everything else you're doing to help you grow and be better. One more huge thing to help you get to the next level, to get something you've never had before, you need to do something you've never done before. To get different results, you must do something different. That only makes sense since success is not in your current comfort zone. You need to get comfortable at being uncomfortable. You need to stretch yourself a little bit more. Raise your own waterline. When your brain and mind expand, they never go back to their original shape. And that stretching and pushing is to your benefit. The most successful people you know didn't start out at that level, believing they could accomplish what they have accomplished. They started small with small goals and dreams, but little by little, they turned up the internal thermostat. It is a recipe for all success. To reach the next level, you must first become bigger on the inside than you are on the outside. Yes, there's a delay with growing and then seeing results, but it's intentional and step by step. You read and listen to the right things. You are very intentional about associations. You start and end the day right. You choose gratitude over fear and worry. You hang around people who inspire, motivate, and encourage you to grow and think better. The more you do this, the more it becomes a habit, the easier it is to realize that you can do this. You realize that successful people are no different than you, and if they can do it, so can you. Success requires focus. I tell people to focus on where they're going, not on where they have been. Choose what you focus on. For what you focus on, you attract. Choose what gets your attention. For what gets your attention gets you. And always focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. Keep trying, keep improving, and be encouraged. You are on the way to success. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Bob Proctor. Chapter 10. Your recipe for success. Everyone knows that if you want to make a delicious and edible dessert, you must follow the recipe. There are certain things you must do in the right amounts, at the right time, and in the right sequence. The same principle applies to success in reaching your goals in life and business. Here are several of those vitally important ingredients to keep in mind so that you can have your desired outcome. Always clarify your reasons behind your why. Keep your why reminders around you. They are your success reminders. They fuel your thoughts. It's intentional. You're choosing your thoughts and words because actions will surely follow. Stay focused on the future, where you are going. Don't look back unless you want to go that way. In the same way, focus on the right activities, not the results. The results will happen as you repeatedly, over and over, do the right things. Measure your performance, for that will get your improved performance. Look for mentors, coaches, courses, and seminars. They are out there. You are always your best investment. Set goals, be accountable, and associate with people who challenge you to be your best you. Figure out the HPAs, high payoff activities, and PPAs, profit producing activities, and focus on them. These are the things that will move you in the direction to achieve your goals. Make AOMA, all our massive activity, your plan of action every single week. This doesn't mean you have to work 100 hours a week. No, it means you make the hours that you do work count. There is always a difference between being busy and being productive. Choose to move forward and then take action. Focus on what you can do, not on what you can't do. Don't analyze until you're paralyzed. Don't let fear stop you like a deer in the headlights. Don't wait until you feel ready. Choose to move forward and then do it. Everything matters. Pay close attention. You just need to get 1% better every day. Have an I will until attitude. Understand that most people will not see what you see. That's okay because you want something different than the masses. It will require you to think and do things different than the masses. It won't be easy. However, it will be worth it. Success is not instantaneous. It's a journey. So enjoy the journey. Enjoy every step. Be prepared to hit what you're aiming at. You must grow before your income grows. That's why there's sometimes a delay or gap. It's not punishment, it's preparation. Keep your priorities in order. Yes, there are times where you may be off balance for a season, but don't sacrifice your health, family, marriage, or character. It was Helen Keller who stated, "The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision." Sight is what you see when your eyes are open, but vision is what you see when your eyes are closed. Your vision is your vision. God gave it to you and not to others. That's important to remember because most people won't see what you see. Always practice gratitude. It is one of the healthiest, attractive, successful emotions you can have. You have one life to live. There's no do-over. This isn't a dressed rehearsal. So act as if every day is the last day of your life. One day you will be right. Every single thing we have talked about in this book is something that you can do. They are things you can control. The most important part is having the I will until gratitude attitude to keep driving, pushing, growing, and living out your full potential. The sky is not the limit. It's your mindset. That is your only limit. Again, The great news is that you control your mindset and attitude. This is what changed my life and fueled my passion. When I was at my lowest, I had someone looked at me not how I was, but how I could be with my God-given potential. I had someone who saw more in me than I saw in myself. If you don't have that person in your life, let me be that person. Listen up. I see greatness in you. It's time to stop thinking small and stop letting self-doubt hold you back. It's time to dig deep and show the world that you are made of. Grab hold of your own and I will until mindset and attitude and never let go. Get around people who kick you out of your comfort zone. Next steps. To bring Darrin Kidd to your area, company, and team, or for free resources, go to iwiluntil.com/resources.
Thank you, Zoya. We complete this book. Absolutely wonderful, super powerful book, and I enjoy every second, every page, every word. Thank you, Zoya. Thank you, Iris. Thank you, Isaac. I would like to encourage you to share what you think about this book. What are you going or what are you plan to do? Please
Thank you.
unmute your microphone and speak up. Go ahead, Iris.
Yes, like what you said, I really enjoyed this book. It's a very easy read, and there's so many like familiar quotes, like he says, but it's very encouraging too. So, and I think this book also pointed out like what you have in YouTube, that could be part of the positivity that you get. The one of the resource is your YouTube page where you can get the read again the book, or like, you know, listen to other people. So that could be one of the 15 minutes that he advised us to have before and also at night. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. Zoya, go ahead, please.
I think this book is gorgeous because it's very like concentrated liquid. You know, it has so much knowledge. Like every page has a lot of knowledge, a lot of instructions. So we could probably discuss hours and hours. So it's like concentrated liquid to read and to like it's definitely makes your consciousness grow. And a lot of interesting wisdom, like a lot of interesting ideas, how to never go down, how to go up and up, how to develop yourself. I like it. Definitely we need to, for our development, personal development, to read it again.
Thank you, Zoya. You know, it's you probably heard, not you, Zoya, everybody else, that it doesn't matter how many times you fell down. What does matter how many times you stand up after you fail. Unbelievable. Book is one of the shortest book in whatever I read, and I read a lot of book about MLM and self-development. This is one of the most powerful book I ever read. Who else? Okay, good night. Anybody else? Nadia, go ahead, please.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, Isaac and Zoya and Iris. It's really impressive how you are reading for us every time. The book is really something special. Yes, it's very short, like Alex told. It was only 2 webinars, but it's so many wisdom here. Wisdom that kick you up, like telling you what to do. It definitely like in his book, it's telling read, please, and read again. If you like, it's need to get into your brain. It means that at least 2-3 times, like you digest, and if you digest and it's getting inside, you will keep going, and for sure. Thank you so much, Alex, for bringing it to us, because otherwise we would not get it, for sure. And thank you, Darrin, for giving us such a great, wonderful advice. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadia. Isaac, I guess you're ready, right?
Yes. What actually caught my eye is it's not a quote, it's just what he said. Learn to teach, because when we teach, we learn not twice but multiple times. And the best way to learn is to teach others. So if somebody says that, well, I don't know how to present, I'm not a speaker, just open your mouth and start teaching people. But first we need to learn, of course. I'm not talking about bubbling. I'm talking about giving valuable information. And when we start doing it, we become better and better and better with every time. And another thing he said, don't wait until you're fully ready, because we're never ready. Perfection is not attainable, not even desirable. Excellence is good enough. So when you feel that you're good enough to teach somebody, do it. Don't hold back.
Thank you, Isaac. Now I would like to switch the screen and let's go and let's share some testimonials about products, and special about Forever Marine Collagen. Any additional or new testimony or current testimony, what kind of results somebody has, and how do you feel by using Forever Marine Collagen? Anybody else? Who's the first volunteer? Forever Marine Collagen is right here, in front of you. Anybody else? Not else. Anybody would like to share some information about or some personal experience Forever Marine Collagen? I like the taste. It's number one. It didn't make me younger for 30 years yet, but I'm on the way to be there. And I enjoy drinking collagen. Who else drink collagen? Nadia, go ahead, please.
Yes, I'm drinking collagen, and what I have found that some people, if you like giving some advice to use our supplements, they think yes, I'm using it, and after that, it's look like they're using once a day, once a week, and after that, once in 2 weeks. The most important with collagen, yes, definitely, we need constantly to use it, at least maybe whatever it's every another day, but keep going to using it, and after that we will have results. And I like it so much. It's delicious, and definitely it will be result, but we will definitely, everybody will later let us know what is going on. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadia. Isaac, go ahead, please.
Well, like I said before in our webinar, I started drinking it, and I do drink every evening. And so far, so good. But I don't have any drastic results yet. I just started a week ago. So we need to wait for another few weeks, and then I'll report again. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. And I expect one more person. Who else? Somebody else? No. Okay, I expect one person. Most of you know is from our downline, Senior Manager Raisa Charles from New Jersey, but she warned me that she's a grandmother on duty with help her kids with 5 grandchildren. So she just shared with me recently her testimonials regarding aloe vera jelly. Aloe vera jelly SKU number 061, and her sister-in-law share with her too, that if somebody got like a running nose, it's very useful to apply aloe vera jelly on your nose and inside your nose. Very, very helpful and give quick results. That's what she shared with me, just in case if she could not make it. All right, my friends and family, I would like to say thank you, everybody, for joining us, and would like to say thank you to readers, to Iris, to Zoe, and to Isaac, and all of you. Have a very good week, Hanukkah week, enjoy, and we will see you next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Enjoy your holiday.
Good night.
Yes, enjoy.
Happy Hanukkah.
Take a good care. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.